There we are. Hi, good afternoon, good morning, good evening. I'm Cassandra Joan Butler, Agent 56 with the CIA, here with the Cosmic Connections on Wednesday. And we're going to be talking about the quarter moon phase of our new moon in Leo. So, welcome to the room. We do a little astrology, we do the spiritual messages as well, the psychic spiritual greet and meet sessions. So thank you for being with me this evening. And say hi there, Angie D. Morgan. How are you? And let me know where you're coming in from too. That's always fun to observe. And this phase of our cycle is very mercurial. Not only do we have Mercury retrograde, but the square that's forming in the sky between the moon and Gemini, and it just peaked a couple of hours ago, um, and Virgo sun, creating a 90-degree angle, are both Mercury ruled. All right, so I'll say that again in a different way. We're celebrating Gemini and we're celebrating Virgo energy because the sun and the moon are making this angle, first or last quarter square, and they're both ruled by the planet Mercury, which is now retrograde. So here's my question of the evening. Has anyone experienced snafus with communication, perhaps hurt feelings, messages taken the wrong way? Maybe a little touch and go, irritating thoughts, irritation in communication, remembering hurts or something along these lines just in the past 48 hours. Sometimes we get touchy, and it's touchy with our minds, right? Like, I can't believe you said it that way with intonation. I've noticed that with my clients. I've noticed that with my friends. I've noticed that with my family. I've noticed that with myself, just kind of a touchiness. Well, presumably, the solution to all this mental gymnastics would be coming about an hour or 2 hours ago. And as we move forward in this week, we're in a rebuild phase of wherever Gemini and Virgo fall in your charts. So, good evening, Rhonda and Marcy and Donna and Diane. Nice to see you this lovely evening. And Sue from Western Australia. What's the weather like in Western Australia right now? Not so great today, Angie. That's with you personally or the weather. Feel free to share. Hi, Izzy from the UK. Hugs and kisses to you too, my dear. Hi, Chris. Hi, you're from Connecticut. Nice to see you. Sherry from Tanzania. And Florida is Miss Melissa's place where she's residing right now. And it's really hot in Oklahoma. Hi, Shirley Collins. Well, let me tell you, it was a bit of scorcher here in Western New York. We had upwards of 90 degrees. And, well, we're still in summer here, but of course, it was just a very hot way with the astrological aspects as well. I can note many different examples of touch and go and irritation and miscommunication and so forth. I'm going to do a little sharing before we get to the charts. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Angie. Yes, that's going to be very, very difficult. Very difficult. All of us are facing various challenges in our lives. We can't get up in the morning without having a challenge and something to be grateful for. And so during a quarter phase, theoretically, we become motivated to take action and to do something to turn the corner in our lives. So that to me is the message I want to convey to you all with this next week's energy. The idea of not getting scattered. And even though Mercury's still retrograde, we might not be signing the lease on the new vehicle or the new home or buying the new computer or the new car, but we might become a lot more focused and clear in our intentions to better our lives. That's the message of the square. And trying to turn down the negative thinking too is a very much a big help as well, because obviously when we have that confidence and we have that sense of focus towards the future, and remember, this square involves Gemini, the here and now, and Virgo, which is critical energy, and it also rules work, Angie, and other things, and being of service to oneself and purifying oneself and focusing. This is a time, I think, to really take our important intentions, our heartfelt intentions that comes from the Leo new moon. I know it's a little confusing. We're in the Virgo time of the year, but we're still moving off the Leo full new moon. And Leo is about the heart. And Leo is about what makes my heart sing. So whether it be getting a new job or finding a new job, even under duress, like in Angie's case, we have to kind of connect with our heart's messaging during this last quarter square and do whatever it takes to make it work. I'm shuffling around because I need some water. Where's my mug? Here it is. So, Rodney, hi. Hi, Terry, Teresa, hello. Weird energy for Teresa. Hi there, Holly. Hello, hello. You're visiting your son in Fort Sill, 106 degrees. Where's Fort Sill, my dear? Is that in Texas? I'm not sure, Marcianne. Hi, Miss Nancy. Hi, Rodney. And good evening to Paula. If you're so inclined, sharing is caring. Feel free to share this in real time. I know a lot of you do that, and I appreciate that. Karen, nice to see you, my dear. Oklahoma. I thought it was down in those parts, Marcianne. Yes, down in Oklahoma. Hi, John. How are you? All right, so that's the message of the day. Trying to tune down the chatter, especially the critical chatter and the irritation of oneself, and maybe the disorder. This next week is a great time to get things in order, especially paperwork. It's a great time to work on your bucket list and write things down and do spreadsheets in terms of planning for the future. Do a business plan, do a spreadsheet on your deepest wishes. But the ultimate word here is organization. Organizing the many thoughts and the many options one has. That's one of the messages of this quarter square. Hi there, Terry. Nice to see you. Thank you for sharing, Donna. You're very welcome, Julie. Good evening, Lee. Thank you for sharing, Marcianne, and also from you as well, Paula Churchill. Today was kind of a busy day for me. Some of you may have heard, it's kind of hit and miss, but I was on my ex-husband's radio show, Tom Bowerly, on 9:30 a.m. dial, which of course you can all hear around the world because there's always the Odyssey app. But it was fun. We were really kidding around, and we're doing a little joking and pseudo criticizing of each other. The reality is we're exes, so we're happy to be exes, but we're also happy to be very, very good friends. And he always says, well, look up to us because we're great friends, but that's not always the case with everybody, right? So I'm going to give you another little astrological nugget, another lesson. Tom, my ex's birthday, is my moon day. You see, so his sun is on top of my moon. And when you have that in a relationship, no matter what the relationship is, there's a mutuality, whether it be with your best friend, with your dog, with your sister, your brother, or your ex-husband. So while he was celebrating his birthday, I was celebrating my moon day on the 4th of September. So in any case, friends, let's take a look at the charting of the last quarter square and give you some tidbits for that. All right. So the Sabian symbol is very reflective of the astrology. Two Dutch children talking intimately, and they're exchanging knowledge. So the goal for this next week is to become an intimate conversation with someone, and the symbol is implying children, which is spontaneity and truthfulness and cheerfulness. And I don't know why the Sabian symbols say Dutch. That's open to interpretation. But the idea that you're speaking the same language with someone in an intimate way. Again, this peaked this evening at 6:49. So moving forward for the entire week until we get to the new moon next week, we're talking about talking. We're talking about communication. keeping in mind that both Gemini and Virgo are Mercury ruled. Meanwhile, Mercury is retrograde. And today, Mercury was exactly next to the sun. So the sun was illuminating our minds and was illuminating thoughts of yesterday, thoughts of the past, unfinished business, unfinished job seeking, relationship seeking, unfinished cleaning of the house. I don't know. But the idea here, because Mercury has been retrograde, illuminated by the sun today, we may have been feeling a little bit more antsy as well with that retrograde. Meanwhile, the planet Jupiter also is doing its little stationing in the sky. I'm going to be talking about all these retrogrades tomorrow night during a class that I open up to everyone. To no matter what your level of astrological expertise, the details are on my website, Cassandra Joan Butler. So in any case, the focus of this week is communications and perhaps having a heart-to-heart to someone, with someone that you care about, but getting back on the same line of reasoning, right? We also have Pluto squaring the nodes. The nodes are the pathways we take. They're the representation of the eclipses. So Pluto is stirring up the nodal axis. It's asking us, please let go of the past, go into the future with a lot more confidence, and don't allow obstacles to stand in your way of achieving your heart's desire. And not only your heart's desire, my friends, but with Pluto squaring the North Node especially, it's saying it's time to allow yourself to own your life and to be your own authority. You know, Pluto is very much about control and power and authoritarian energy in the sign of Capricorn. And it's squaring the nodes, it's talking about my individuality. No one's going to tell me what to do. We may all have a little bit of an attitude about that. And that's okay, because Pluto is stirring up the sovereignty within each of us. South Node is conjunct Ceres. Is anyone thinking about eating better or looking at your nutrition a little bit more, just in a more discerning way? I mean, really preparing meals and prepping in a different way with your meals, because that is another aspect of the South Node conjunct Ceres. Chiron is conjunct the North Node. Chiron is healing, Ceres is food and nutrition, and both those nodes are pathways. Translation, I bet some of you might be thinking about ways to using food as your medicine. And that's an old adage, right? But to really look and examine and explore ways to have stronger and more productive nutrition. Meanwhile, on the relationship front, we have Venus, which is love, is conjunct Juno, which is partnering. So there's a little bit of a romantic within us all, where you find Leo. And Jupiter, the big guy, is trining the sun. Jupiter's Santa Claus, right? So it's trining to the sun. We may have some big ideas, big optimism, and not allowing anything to get in our minds' focus and vision for the future. Jupiter is also very forward thinking and future thinking as well. Good evening, Lynn. That's spot on for you. Great, Paula. Oh, love you too, Miss Psychic Medium Janice Drushman. Hi, Dana. Great to see you, Miss Pisces. Jess, hello from New York, Walton, northeast of the Catskills. Oh, I love doing them. And thank you for being here, Jess. Good evening, Crystal. That's really funny. Yeah. Yes, we do. Thank you, Denise. We do get along. You needed to hear this. You have so much organizing to do. Absolutely. Good evening from Niagara Falls, Kathleen. Hello, and thank you guys for sharing. Hi, Susan. Great to see you. And it's funny, when I see your name, I actually see a visual of you all as well. Again, a reminder to you, this is Cassandra Joan Butler, and I'm also Agent 56 with the Cosmic Intelligence Agency, the greatest platform on the planet, coming to you from Australia's Julia Simons and the Cosmic Intelligence Agency. If you're not a member, please consider membership of the CIA. Isn't that a fun thing to say? I'm with the CIA. But there's so much rich material offered through that platform as a partner with the CIA, webinars and articles and so forth. So I highly recommend your perusal of the CIA. So let's go through the week ahead, shall we? And Let's see how that's going to look. Let's see if that's going to, oh, I wrote it incorrectly. So I'll just have to rely on some mindfulness here. Let's see if I can do this. Let's see if I have a pen. Of course, I don't have a pen handy. I'll get through it. Okay. Oh, this is fine. I can do this. No problem. All right. It's not in order, but the week ahead, all of us are going to be rebuilding something in our lives with our minds and using the tools of cognition, whether it be organizing, writing, taking care of paperwork, and tuning our minds down and focusing. Sometimes, I don't know about you, but I get all monkey mind and I start spinning out and thinking of everything I have to do. This is a great week to tame the mind, maybe do some more meditation to reduce the monkey mind effect. Well, in any case, I'm going to jump around from the signs. So I'm going to go from Aries to Libra. Aries is really going to take a look and rebuild their everyday patterns in their lives, their environment, their routine, their schedule. They're rebuilding how they're allocating their resource of precious time. And they might change their schedule or add something or subtract something. Aries might be also rebuilding their relationships with their siblings. For Libra, this is a great week to look at where you want to expand your life. Where do you want to travel to, Libra? Where do you want to take a trip? What do you want to learn? What do you want to teach? Do you want to write? How do you want to expand your mind, Libra? Maybe you're thinking about ways to go to practice your religion or practice politics. The idea here is to expand your higher mind and to rebuild that aspect of yourself, Libra or Libra rising. For Tauruses and Scorpios, it's all about the money and its self-worth and value for Taurus. You might be looking at ways this week to rebuild your finances. And if you want to add an income stream, for example, or perhaps ask for a raise or look at other ways to expand your abundance, Taurus, it's a great week to do it. Meanwhile, for the Scorpio energy, it's also financial, but it's the way you're managing your money. If ever there's a time to maybe look at getting rid of debt or taking care of long-term Social Security issues or something along those lines, long-term savings for the Scorpio, this is the week to take action on that. For Gemini, because this lunation is in your sign, all eyes are on you, Gemini. You may be feeling a little bit more clear-headed on what you want in life because the square is saying, it's about me. Once and for all, it's about me, says Gemini. So really assert yourself, assert everything you can about making your ideas known to others in an authentic way. For Sagittarius, this particular energy is about the partner. If you're Sagittarius rising, it's about taking a stand and building a stronger connection with your significant other. For Cancer or Cancer rising, it's all about your unconscious. Use this energy this week, Cancer, to indulge in remembering your dreams, perhaps, or meditating more, praying more, retreating more, getting away from the wild crowd of life, and just spending some time in retreat. Build your privacy, build your retreat protocol, as it were. For Capricorn or Capricorn rising, this is a great week to invest in your health, diet, exercise, nutrition, working out, self-care. Get your nails done, Capricorn. You know, you're a busy, responsible energy. This is a week to spend some time taking care of yourself in ways you don't ordinarily do. For Leo rising or Leo sun, this week's energy is rebuilding the ideas of connecting with your social group. Make those phone calls to your friends. Don't delay. Make some social plans, form a group, be in a group, have fun with friends, groups, and associations. For Aquarius or Aquarius rising, this is the week that you want to tap into your inner child, tap into your creativity. If you have children, spend more time with them. Do whatever it takes to have joy and creativity fill your cup. For Virgo or Virgo rising, it's about visualizing and creating a plan for your career. Sometimes we don't give enough time and attention to plan the career. So this is your week to do that, Virgo. Plan what you want to do, write it out, write a business plan for your work and your legacy, your career. And last but never least is our Pisces. It's about, where do I want to live? What's my home? What's my family all about? If there are irritations or miscommunications within my family, well, I'm going to rebuild the foundation and structure of the way I'm connecting with family members. And maybe I'm visualizing where I want to live and how I want to live, how I want to do some maybe remodeling or moving. It's all that and much more for the Pisces. Alrighty. So I wonder if that resonates with some of you, any of you. Okay. You're figuring out a plan, right, Marianne? Great. You're not in a relationship, so is there anything for singles? That's a great question, Julie. When I say relationship, I don't necessarily want to limit that word to a significant other. The significant other could be your BFF, could be your sister, could be your mom, can be your friend. Really, a BFF can, in some ways, could be a furry friend too, right? So as a Sagittarius, the Gemini lunation is asking you to become a little bit more cognizant of what you want to do to become a good friend or partner to the people you love. Okay. You need to spend some time with yourself. Great, Len. I'm glad you understand that. Perfect. And you're literally rebuilding a new home, Dana. That's fantastic. See, this next week will be so much fun for you to do those plans. I love it. Hi there, Joan. Hello, welcome. Okay, great. And you were born, Angie, whatever your sun sign is, Angie, take that to heart. But I wish you all the best in finding a new position for yourself, for a new job. Okay. Namaste to you, Tara. All right. Sagittarians are the best friends to have. Absolutely, Jennifer. They're fun and funny, right? Yeah, I'm glad that you were able to clarify that. Yeah, please ask questions as we go along, right? Many blessings to you guys. Crystal is doing an observation. This retro, I presume, of the Mercury has had your emotions all over. So you want to see where Virgo falls in your chart. Maybe you have a Virgo moon, but wherever that Mercury retrograde has been, we might be all over the place. And again, specifically this day and yesterday, a lot of that irritation with feelings and emotions. All right, friends, let's just do some spiritual messages now. And how this works, you need to be in the room to receive. I close my eyes, let my thumb do the walking, and I pick two people and we do a little spiritual message. It's a little meet and greet. So, dear God, please allow me to serve. Please allow, one more thing before I do that. I want to pick a winner tonight, for you guys are so generous in sharing, and I appreciate that. So tonight, the person that's going to be winning a Lunar Lights Club. Okay, that's for a month, and that's Miss Paula Churchill. Paula, thank you for sharing so much, Paula. Your name gets in there a lot, and so you win tonight. I'll send you a Lunar Lights Club. You all can join the Lunar Lights Club. It's an individual subscription plan that gives you your own horoscopes in English with the translation and astrologies, so you can learn astrology and move with it a little bit more. All right. There's Marcianne and Renee. Nice to see you both, sisters all. Love it. Okay, so, dear God, please allow me to serve. Please allow my words be filled with love and light, truth, inspiration, and healing for the highest and best as we align ourselves to the Holy Spirit. Amen. The person I am picking here is Mary Russo. All right, Mary. And you're welcome to give me feedback as I'm talking or when I'm finished talking. Mary, as I'm tuning into your energy this evening, I'm getting, I'm thinking about Christmas. I'm thinking about the Christmas holiday season and how, I don't know where you're living exactly, Mary Russo. I'm not sure. However, what I'm picking up psychically is that you would like to have this holiday season make up for the previous holiday season, which was very disappointing, maybe non-existent, maybe because you were snowbound or something like this. I'm not sure. But I'm seeing that the Christmas season this year is especially meaningful because of an addition of someone within the family, and also maybe someone has passed. So there's a lot of bittersweetness about the upcoming, and anticipation, and a little anxiety about the end of the year. My gosh, Christmas sounds like a far away time, but it's not. It's just a couple months away, really. But for you, Mary, there may be some significance about this upcoming season, about who's hosting, who's not hosting. That's the first thing I want to share with you. The second thing I want to share with you, I'm seeing a man in your energy sphere, and he was known for his hats. I'm getting the 1950s, that type of kind of felt hat, kind of businessman's hat, and very handsome. He would wear a business suit. It feels very father-like to me in spirit, and he would go to an office, and he would comply with what needs to be complied with, or he was the word that comes to mind, he was enforcing rules. He was something of a manager type. If this resonates with you, please let me know. But he's coming in to say that even the best rules sometimes have to be broken. And he's relating that to your own life, that you're very, very conscious about doing things the right way in the right order. But there's something going on in your life that you may have to lighten up and let go, and not expect things to be the way they always were. That's the message from him, because he was always straight and narrow. And his suggestion to you is there's some things you can't control, especially people. And I'll leave that with God's blessings to you, Miss Mary. Okay. Let's see, we got any feedback here. Okay. Okay. All right. You're in Wisconsin having Christmas this year. Okay. It's the feedback to you, honey, is that Christmas this year will be especially pertinent to you. A very powerful Christmas celebration this year in 2023. Okay. For our next person to get a spiritual message, I'm with Jody Jenkins. Jody Jenkins. Okay. Hello, Jody. And I'd like to move into your energy. And the first thing I want to say here is that you are climbing out of a period of time. I want to go back a year ago. I want to go back to late 2022. Late 2022 was kind of a renaissance time for you, when you were maybe leaving some circumstance, a relationship, approximately a year ago, maybe August of 2022. And so this whole 12-month period, you've been rebuilding yourself and liking this new version of yourself. And I feel it has to do with relationship, quite frankly. That, there's been, I'm not sure what the nature of this relationship is, but becoming a little bit more independent from the needs or wants of a significant other. It doesn't necessarily have to be a divorce. It doesn't necessarily have to be a breakup. It just means I'm a little bit more independent in what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. Like you've fallen in love with a new version of yourself and putting yourself a little bit more forward and first in your mind. The upcoming year is going to be really interesting, because it's a slow start to 2024, but by the time we get to August of 2024, I see you in a whole new avenue, a whole new environment, and trying things with a lot more confidence, and that you may have been afraid to try before. This is career related, but you didn't know you had all these skills that you wanted to share with others. Number one. Number two, I feel also that you've got this creative part of yourself that's been a little untapped, and that's part of this confidence building and acknowledging it and practicing it and being rewarded for it by other people's feedback. And so the past 2 years, there's been so much change for you. You hardly recognize yourself, but it's all good. And it's like a rebirth. And I just want to emphasize a renaissance in your life. So I'm going to leave that with many blessings to you, my dear. Okay. All right. Hi, John. Okay. Great to see you, John. Hi, Luna. And thank you for being here all. Hi, Linda. Good to see you. All right, and Christy and Denise. So what I'll be doing, Paula, my thanks to you. I'll send out those videos for the Lunar Lights Club, and I hope some of you can join me tomorrow. I'm going to be doing the Cosmic Alert class. I'm doing a new moon class in Virgo, about Virgo. We have the new moon next week. I'll be talking about that new moon in Virgo and what to expect. And it's online, it's Zoom, and I also do a little mini read of your charts. So I've been doing these Thursday night classes in various forms for about 25 years, maybe more actually. So I hope to see some of you at the class. All the details are on my website, Cassandra Joan Butler. Have a blessed evening and a great week of rebuilding and calming down the cognition that creates anxiety and criticism with yourself and outside of yourself. So many blessings. See you next Wednesday. Bye-bye.